This is that Caesar Humberto Pina pack. Hail to the commanders. Hey, look, before I get started, because I gotta pop my shit tonight, I'm feeling myself tonight, I want y'all to know something. There's 758 people in here, right? I'm about to go live with the subscribers only because I think that what I done did deserves like a Nobel Peace Prize. I need a Pulitzer. I need to be damn near every prize that you can give to somebody that does journalism, detective work, community work. I did all that amongst every bit of hate, every bit of reputational damage that they tried to put out towards me. I continue to stay silent for the people, the victims, the people who were actually impacted. I think that is very, very important to bring to the light these type of situations because it hurts so many, because so many people are looking for financial literacy. They're looking to gain and get generational wealth. And what we saw over the last like 5 years was many people became predatory because people knew that they were trying to find a way. And a lot of people want the easy way. They want people to do it for them. So we're sitting at a time now where a lot of people didn't like what I was doing. I got all kind of hate. I got death threats. I had slander campaigns ran against me. Slander campaigns ran against my girlfriend and her business. We were literally attacked. And all I was doing was talking and speaking up for the victims and the people that felt like they didn't have a voice. And you know, one of the things that's quite hurtful sometimes is the fact that you could be doing what's right, and even when you're doing something that's right, many people don't respect doing the right thing. You know, it got so bad because of the death threats and the things like that my dad had called me and he told me, well, he didn't call me, he called me first, and because of the way he felt like what was on his heart was so heavy that he flew to come see me immediately. And this was just a month ago, or 2 months ago when I went to the Earn Your Leisure Invest Fest. My dad comes to Atlanta and he said, Tony, I haven't been able to sleep for the last few nights and the last couple of weeks because I've been having dreams of you getting murdered and somebody killing you over this scam shit. And he said, Tony, I'm just gonna be honest, man. You got everything in the world. You don't need this shit, man. We already got everything, Tony. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You got everything, man. Like, I don't understand why you so focused on this, man. Just let it go. I don't want to lose my son. I don't want to watch my son in the casket. Like, we had just lost my cousin, and my cousin was like, you know, younger. He's like, I just watched Mike, you know, looking and crying over the casket. I can't do that. I don't want that to be. I don't want that to be me looking at your grave. And I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, let me ask you a question. Am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing anything wrong? Yeah, we got millions of dollars. We got assets of real estate. We got all that stuff, yes. Like me and my girl, we cool. We in a great place. I have all of those things, but like I have grown up in a place where I felt like being silent against things that I know that was wrong, I would be a criminal as well. And my dad is sitting here worth over $100 million. We got all kind of wealth in our family. Like, I don't, like, he like, Tony, man, what you doing, man? Like, I don't want to bury my son. And this is what I looked him dead in his face and I said this to him. I said, Dad, let me ask you a question. Am I doing something wrong? Am I breaking the law? Am I hurting people? Or am I helping people? I said, am I helping people? Because I said, here's the thing. I said, what would Malcolm X father say? What would Martin Luther King father say? Would they want their son to back away from doing what's right? Or would you want him to stand up against adversity and stand up for the people that he's here to actually protect? I looked dead in my dad's face, and this is one of the most challenging, times, because there's death threats coming all over the place. There's people that are saying shit to me all over the place. They're fucking with my girl. Like Nicole was fucking bullied in the middle of this shit while we were trying, all the things that happen that people just don't understand behind the scenes is going on because I'm speaking up for people that's actually getting violated, our own people, man. Like when I started seeing the impact that I could make and I started hearing the testimonials and hearing how I changed people's life, that did something to me, man. Like when I started hearing people talk about what my program and how they got their first deal, how that made them feel, how it changed their life, how it changed their trajectory. I watched people become 5, 6, and 7-figure earners in real estate because they took my training. I saw that impact. So to me, this impact that I was able to create was more important than me just making $1 off everybody. I realized that everybody didn't have the same type of mindset when it came to business like me. Like I really felt great watching the blessing. I really felt great seeing a person be emotionally vulnerable and be like, damn, what you offered me was able to change my life. That was the ability. I see Napoleon Byers in here. I see him with the check mark. This is a 6, 7-figure earner of one of mine.
Love you.
Love you, baby. The beauty of how time is time will always reveal all. See, you can only fake for so long, you can only hate for so long. See, because my good work, my good deeds are consistent over time. Before I was ever known to you guys as Tony the Closer, I have always been a nigga that moved like this. I've always been a person that had a heart for people, that would always bless people. I've been going to homeless shelters and doing all kind of, contributions for years. This has just been what's on my heart. So the social media platform that a lot of people say that they're about the community and they want to empower the community can't be the same thing that comes from a place where you got people that think they know something about what they heard and then they try to run with a narrative. You show it by your actions. See, I've been and I've overcome so much stuff that I can understand that sometimes even in the face of adversity, somebody will judge you based off what they think, not versus what's actually fact. I've had people attack my character and try to defame me all over the place without even knowing the fact about me. Not about anything factual, but about what they heard. No documents, no nothing, just what they heard. See, whenever I speak on somebody, I come with receipts. That's why I got a shirt called Receipt Guide. I actually talk to the victims. I get real receipts. I don't take third and fourth hand information. I don't post it unless I can verify it. I don't talk about it unless I can verify it. So when I first got this, when the credit dude comes out and reaches out to me back in May and he starts, telling me that he was defrauded out of $150,000, DJ Envy immediately reaches out to me, gives me a phone call, and he goes through this whole spiel telling me how bad this shit was. And he offers to get on IG Live with me, and he gets on this IG Live and he just basically tries to manipulate the entire conversation of what was actually said on the phone to something completely different on IG Live. And this is what started to cause the initial rift that started going into a full-blown exposing of what they had going on. So back in May, I was actually covering Big Business, who was also involved in all the scamming with all the people in Philly and New Jersey. As I'm covering a big business situation. The credit dude comes on my live. He discloses his loss. Now there's people that are DMing me saying, hey, I invested $1 million. I invested 400,000, and the millions just start adding up very quickly. And before you know it, you got many people trying to cover this story and hide this story because they didn't want the details to come out because it was so significant in the people that were involved. I had a dude that reached out to me that was supposed to be some gangster from New Jersey who told me he was in my lobby in my condo and that, he needed to talk to me. I've had people act like they were trying to silence me, posting my address, posting my girl's address, posting business addresses, all with like maybe the inkling that they think that I was a bit pussy or something like that. Like they would think that I was soft. Like for whatever reason, niggas didn't know like I stood up for people because nobody else would do it. I realized that. I watched how people just, every time I had an issue that I felt like the people should have supported, I was sitting there by myself. So I realized instantly that if you want to be a difference maker, you have to be the person that makes a difference. So I started talking about it every day. That's the only thing that's going to break this shit is consistency. But I talk about it from a place of fact. Every day I bring fact. Today I'm super excited because over the last 5 months I've had nothing but disrespect from a great deal of people. Shout out to all the real supporters, the people that were supporting from the beginning. Shout out to all the people that have been, really rocking with me and knowing that I bring receipts and that I'm here to help people. Shout out to the victims because the victims, today is a big day for you. It's the start of recognition of the actual fraud that was taking place and in hopes that you can get some type of monies back from these criminals, right? So I think today was a major, major day for every single person that has invested with Caesar because now the ball starts, the clock's ticking from knowledge that I have. And I want to make sure you guys know this. This was supposed to be just for my subscribers, but I'll share it up here too. The feds went to iHeart today. When they went to iHeart, they also left with computers from the actual radio station. So that means that there's an ongoing investigation, and DJ Envy is not in the clear. He did not get arrested today, but I'm sure that his life is very, very uncomfortable right now based off the arrest of Caesar today. Caesar has a $1 million bond, and he has made bond. Basically, they gave him like a verbal bond. I've never seen no shit like that before, but they gave him like a verbal bond. He can actually just bond out, word of mouth on $1 million bond, and I guess they're gonna let him come up with the resources later. Things that we do know about Caesar is that he has cooperated in the past. If you look at his whole criminal record, he has a 5K1 motion that is on his jacket. He has cooperated in the past. I don't know if they were selling wolf tickets. I don't know what they were doing at one point, but there was a whole lot of threats being made. I still right now don't take anything lightly. I'm still on red alert. But I'm super excited. I talked to Jeff, the father of one of the victims, and his son passed away. And his son passed away, and after his son passed away, the father was trying to get the money to use the money for a trust account for the two kids that were left behind. And Caesar ducked and dodged the father. He's just causing trauma to very good people. And I saw the father today on the news. He was very emotional. I can't imagine what he's feeling, but I know it's a sense of relief. He sent me a text message thanking me. I know a lot of the victims have reached out and said thank you to me because this is a big step for them. This is giving them that breath, that they know that people are now paying attention because they were silenced for a long time. Nobody wanted to believe the things that were being said were true, and it was a lot of stuff that I had to overcome, man, because everything was about trying to silence me, about getting this story out, which we're talking about millions and millions of dollars.
Less than a week after we broke the story of investors who say they were scammed in a real estate venture promoted by radio host DJ Envy, there's a major development.
DJ Envy's longtime business partner has been arrested by federal agents in New Jersey. Cesar Pena has been charged with fraud. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has been all over this story. She has the latest from federal court in Newark. Cesar Pena arrested by the feds this morning on a charge of wire fraud and brought here to the federal courthouse in Newark. They say this may be just the beginning. He could face additional charges of money laundering.
I know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ, my friend Cesar Pena.
DJ Envy often had his pal, Cesar Pena, on the radio host's The Breakfast Club show.
Started with no money, and here I am. $50 million living real estate.
Promoting their real estate partnership. Now, in this federal complaint, the government says Pena engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme involving investors, adding Pena defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. We interviewed many of them.
I lost $200,000, $835,000 in total. I lost a total of $64,000. I lost $1 million.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, was not charged, but many of the alleged victims say they were influenced by his celebrity.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television.
Investors say Pena promised he would rehab and flip distressed properties, many in Patterson, giving a 30% profit within months. Dozens have now filed lawsuits saying they never got any of their investment back. Pena is accused of pocketing $17 million from just 4 properties. As news broke of his arrest, we were interviewing Jeff Robinson, who owns a food truck and car wash in Patterson.
My son, it's my world. Yeah, these people took advantage.
His son, Jeff Jr., tragically died in a car accident 6 months ago, leaving 2 children behind. Jeff Jr. had invested $325,000 with Pena in this Passaic property. The dad says Pena then went dark.
After I buried my son, I called Caesar. Oh, bro, I'm going to meet you. I have text correspondence with Caesar, text messages. Oh, I'm running a little behind. You never met me here. But my main concern is getting what's due to those children. It's not fair. The comfort would be when my grandkids are in position when they have trust accounts with that money that he owes those children.
Pena pleaded not guilty. He has to post a $1 million bond and is being released on electronic monitoring. He cannot leave the state of New Jersey. No comment from DJ Envy. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out electronic equipment as part of this investigation. From Newark, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York. Percent profit within months.
I see that joint was lagging. But yeah, they did not arrest DJ Envy yet. I do expect DJ Envy to be arrested. I also think that that the rabbit hole goes a little deeper. Once all the things start really coming to the light, you'll be able to really understand what the gravity of a lot of this stuff is. I've been personally super involved in this thing for the last 5 months, and I have a ton of information. I looked at the actual complaint. I'm gonna actually review the complaint on my subscribers, so make sure that you subscribe. So tonight, after I jump off this live, I'll go to my subscribers and I'm gonna break down the full complaint, because inside that complaint it was very funny because it didn't really include all of the victims. The complaint was very limited, but it still had significant amount of money and damages based off the people. So I'm curious to see how the feds proceed forward with all the other people that have yet to be, included in their actual their complaint against Caesar. DJ Envy isn't actually named in the complaint, but he's like mentioned without his name being said. So hopefully now that the arrest has been made, you know, and the victims who were staying silent, they will now speak up, because there's going to be a whole bunch of people who still hadn't spoke up. There's a lot of guys that I know that are personally involved in this thing that haven't been able to they haven't spoke up at all. So I think like one of the craziest things of this situation is that I brought this situation to the light back in early May, and the amount of disrespect for being honest and having integrity and talking about accountability that I received was unbelievable. There's nothing wrong with accountability. No person, no matter how big or whatever their platform is, should they be subject to, you know, accountability. If you're doing wrong by the people that you say that you are here to empower and help, you should be able to be called out without people saying that you're a hater or a clout chaser or trying to tear a black man down, because that's all the stuff that people try to use as a narrative to try to sway away from the fact that like they were running a clear Ponzi scheme. Same thing that big business did, right? You talk about them stealing people's money and they start trying to call you haters and saying that you're trying to tear down a black man. Jay Morrison, the same exact thing. See, I've been telling people for the past like 4 or 5 years about all these guys that have been doing complete fraud and doing bullshit, but yet people still stand beside them. And this is my biggest question, right? Because all of these black people that say that they're about the community, like the Tamika Mallory's, like the Mysons, like the Trader Truths, all of them, why y'all not speaking up right now? This is devastation. You're talking about millions of dollars stolen from the black community that was promoted like they were here to cause the good for the community. See, I want to hear people that show that same type of energy when they out here taking pictures with these celebrities. When you see these niggas doing dirt, now you need to be talking about these niggas that's doing dirt. Where's Sean King at now? Where's Shabazz at? Yeah, I want to see all of those people, right? Because the way that like these niggas run in cliques, but then when shit go wrong, everybody sits silently. Like, where's the people at that's talking about Brother Polite? Where's the people that's talking about Jay Morrison? Like, I don't understand how people become so silent when, goddamn, y'all got everything to say when it's about, you know, the white man doing something to a black person, but this is more devastating than what the white man do to us. To steal the harm from your own people, steal millions from your own people, to cause devastation amongst your own people, this sets you back not only financially, but then you don't want to trust the people that look just like you. Now they rather go say, hey, I go do business with the white man because I can't trust you niggas. So I want to know, where's the same energy now when you see that people are literally committing crimes saying, hey, I'm doing it for the community. I'm doing it for the community. Now that the community's involved, niggas get the money out, now the money get gone. I done seen all these niggas. I done seen the BWO, 19 Keys, Brother Ben X, all these niggas, they say, hey, the community. Niggas, $7+ million come in. Now when the community money missing, guess what? Ain't nobody knowing nothing. I'm confused at how you niggas act like you about the community. How you collect millions of dollars and then once the money come, niggas go dumb. I don't understand this shit. See, I've been getting called and blackballed. Like, nigga, half these niggas copy the shit that I do. Ran my shit. Half these niggas went and ran on $1 million worth of game. They tried to do everything that Tony the Closer did and then blackball me out of the industry. But look at it now. Look at it now. All the niggas that were sitting there running the shit, I'm getting DM at the DM. All these niggas was fraud. All these niggas was committing fraud. These niggas straight ran my shit. I'm talking about Tony the Closer Jr. Run my entire shit, my funnel, my Sunday webinar. Now you niggas is posting all over the blogs. Now you niggas is getting on a podcast. I'm talking about I became the blueprint. I need my cut. I need my cut. I'm sitting there talking about watching these niggas that sat here for the last few years and have literally just sat here and act like they were about the culture, just stacking their pockets while putting people in debt and not fulfilling on programs and shit like that. I can't tell you how many millions of dollars I see every day from people that were supposed to be about the community. These same brothers that be saying that, hey, I'm about black financial wealth and all this other bullshit, they the same ones that stealing. They the same ones that stealing, man. Why is none of the people that now like, yo, DJ Envy, your man just got picked up for fraud. I talked to you back in motherfucking May. You said, yo, you was gonna call him out. You mean to tell me from May to now with all this shit that's come out, DJ Envy still ain't called this nigga out, but the bitch ass nigga sued me. I want you to understand something. I gotta go now and spend $100,000, $150,000 to go play with this nigga in court, wasting my hard-earned fucking money because this dickhead didn't want to be held accountable for his bitch ass man that was stealing. That's a fact now, right? Now niggas can't say that Tony was making up shit because now you look at it, everything that I said was a fucking fact. So when I said them niggas was stealing back in May, now you go and fast forward, niggas suing me and all this bullshit trying to keep me quiet.